Hi, Julie Torrance here. So I've got all kinds of blue paints, and this one is called, what is this one called? Jetstream. I don't know, it's kind of a mint color, but I still felt like it went. And we're going to make a 12 by 12 masterboard that I can make more ephemera for my blue journal that I'm working on, that we've been working on together. So let's get started. I'm going to start out, let's pull up a chair, Julie. I'm going to start out with blue Hawaiian from my Delusions because these paints go on really well with a baby wipe, and they tend to dry real fast. Now, if I remember right, Blue Lagoon is more opaque and Blue Hawaiian is more transparent. So I'm going to start out, and I want to get a baby wipe handy because, like I said, it dries fast. And then I have the 12 by 12 that has a blue checker background. If I can keep the background, that would be great. But if I don't, I'm not going to worry about it. All right, so let's start out with the blue Hawaiian, and we'll just get some dots on here. And I'm going to put some of this Blue Lagoon. And then I'm going to go ahead with that pearly color. Whatever this greenish, bluish color is. This is a Martha Stewart paint, but I wouldn't mind a nice bit of shimmer. All right, let's see where this gets us. Grabbing a baby wipe, and let's get going here. We'll start far and work our way in. Now, if it's got these swirly patterns and all, that's fine with me. I don't mind at all. I'm expecting it to have some variances, some highs, some lows, some this, some that. It's all good. Just so long as it speaks of blue and that we can sort of think of the sea, nautical. Still haven't decided if I'm going to go with ocean or lake, but that's not a decision that's needed to be made. Okay, we need some more paint. And you can see where I dotted the paint, it absorbed really quickly because there's no gesso. But again, those dots and spots, they don't bother me. They don't bother me. I'm going to add some more of this shimmer paint. And that may just do us fine. Let's give this a swirl. So I'm going to need some tags. I'm going to need some more pockets. I pulled out of my stash some window envelopes, which I thought would make some interesting pockets. This little corner does not want to get paint, but it got some. All right, let's bring this. All right, I like this. It's shimmery. I do want to get this edge. There's a white showing. I'd rather not have any white showing if I can avoid it. Okay. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I think it looks great. Perfect. Well, maybe not perfect, but pretty darn good. Okay, now for the next layer, I thought we would use some stencils. Now I have my seaweed stencils that I've been using all along, but I also got my Hexagon Dreams. I realize it's not necessarily fish or whatever, but you know, it kind of reminds me of some of those different shells, those round shells. Like I think it's maybe like an anemone type of a thing. I think it can, I think it can go. I really do. All right, I'm going to grab that cosmetic sponge is in use. I'm throwing stuff everywhere. Here. Okay. Now, cosmetic sponge. Close the baby wipes. And let's start with this one. We can put then the seaweed maybe on top. All right. Again, I'm just going to be here, there, not like I'm going to, I want it here, I want it here. This is going to be cut up, so no telling what's going to go where. Now I've got gold. Now the Digi Kit that I won, I'm just going to see if I can get some of this off. There we go. The Digi Kit that I won, it has ephemera and things like that, and it's all in these blues, but it has kind of like a sandy color, goldish, you know that color? It's kind of gold, it's kind of yellow, it's kind of maybe yellow ochre, but to me it's like a sandy color. So I just put some of that gold on this paper plate, and I'm just gonna get some of it on the sponge, and here we go. Now you're going to see the blue, and it may even kind of go towards a green. That's fine. This is really a mask, not a stencil, but I'm using it like a stencil, which is fine. Get a little more. Well, bounce, bounce, bounce. So how are you? What are you working on? What's on your desk? Have you seen some fantastic videos that you can recommend that I should take a look at? More than happy to. Who are some of the other people that you follow? Now, I hope you're following me. If not, well, today's a good day to become a subscriber. It's free and it helps me so much. And if you want notifications of when I post a new video, you can ring the bell icon, and then YouTube will let you know that Julie Torrance has posted something. Up to you, but I'd sure appreciate it. I need subscribers. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, that looks great. Yeah, good. All right. Let's put another one in. Maybe right here. Get some more gold. It reminds me of that sandy color. It does. Maybe we'll not put it right up against. Maybe we'll put it more this way. Okay. Because again, it's going to be cut. We're not necessarily going to see the whole thing. So it's just some texture, some design to play. And I do want this to be a background. I don't want it to be a foreground. I've been seeing a lot of so-called backgrounds that to me are more foreground. They're so beautiful that I wouldn't be covering them up with anything. But I definitely want this to be cut, as I say, tags, journaling cards. I'm probably going to have to do more than one of these. We'll just have to see. The digis that I have did come with some ephemera, some pockets and such, but I want more. And I want some that's me. Okay, I like that really well. All right, let's get, I still have some of that gold left. Maybe what I'll do is I'm just going to add a dot not this, maybe a different one. I'm going to add a dot, and this is called Ultramarine, and this is out of my bargain bowl of paints. But I'm just going to add a tiny dot to the gold. I think the blue is strong enough that it won't turn green. And I'm just going to add a little bit more of the gold. And let's just see what we get. Yeah, see, I like that. And it's kind of modelly. That's okay. And let's put some of that on here. This is one of those projects that gets your hands nice and painty. But that's the joy of it. Don't let that discourage you. It's all part of the fun. It really is. When my hands have been without ink or paint for a day or two, oh, I don't like it. I miss the whole thing. I miss the process. I just miss not getting into the crux of it all. Now, still though, you know, get a little art in somewhere. Look page through an art book. Work in your 10-minute or less journal. Isn't that pretty? Oh yes, I'm doing that again. And this one's going to kind of cover over the first two. And that's fine with me. I like this Hexagon Dreams. I think it's very versatile. I think it's a real pretty pattern. And I like this blue gold combo. We're having the most beautiful spring-like weather. I would guess, I'm just guessing, but I would guess if our pool was open, it won't open till Memorial Day, and this is just the day after Easter. We're the first week of April. But I bet there would be people out there. And it wouldn't surprise me if I walked around and saw people on their balconies and patios sunning. It's nice out. All right, let's... Beautiful, beautiful. I may not even do the seaweed. I just may go with all this. I hope that doesn't mean it's going to be boring for you. Now, I don't really want to add more paint, but I may need to because I still have this edge. Flop, flop, flop. Oh yeah, that's good. All right, I am going to get some more gold on there. I'll show you. A little more gold. And just a dot of this blue. Oh, I guess I was unscrewing it. There we go. Dot of blue. It's almost like a phthalo color. It's so strong. All right, let's get some down here. I'm glad we got the couple of plain gold ones on there though, because they're playing off nice in the background of the background. That looks great. Over here. Very good. I'm just going to turn this. Get some down here. Good. I'm just filling in now. Now, if you want to be here when I cut this, let me know in the comments, or I may just get this cut into tags and journaling cards while you are gone. We'll see. You know, I mean, it's really, what is it that you would like? I'm just going to put a tiny bit on this corner. And I have to be so mindful of the edges, because I will leave the edges. Now, some people say, you know, they work and work and work the edges, and their whole middle is empty. So we're all different, but I do want as much of this paper covered as I can, and I'm really loving these colors. Now, the stencil is from PM Artist Studios. I'll put a link to their webpage. They make the best stencils and masks. I just love them. All right. So, let's see. How did I do on the back? Hey! Good job, Julie. All righty then. That looks great. Well, it seemed to go fast. And we've got plenty of paint. Should I grab another sheet? Okay. You can handle it. I'm not going far. And here we go. Now this is that sandy color that I was kind of talking about. Kind of a gold, kind of a, I don't know, like I said, maybe a beige family. All right. Now, this is going to be more striking. Well, you know what though? This is the back, right? This is the front that we're working on. Okay, so we used the Hawaiian, Blue Hawaiian and Blue Lagoon. Let's try something else. Let's try, this is a De La Rowney, and it's light blue. Do I want to put it on here or grab it? Let's grab it this time. I'm going to put it on my paper plate. And then this is kind of a turquoisey color that's from Jane Davenport. JaneDavenport.com is the easiest place to get her supplies. But that particular paint, they don't really make it anymore. I'm sure she has something similar. This is that bluish, pearlish, greenish color. All right, I'm going to, I wonder, where did I do? Here. I am going to get that same baby wipe that I had. Why not? It's still wet. And I'm just going to grab up some paint and start swirling. That's a pretty color. Grab some of the pearl. Grab some of that other blue. Oh, you know what? You being here and helping me get this accomplished, it takes a load off of my mind, because I don't want this journal to be just hanging in here forever. I've got a couple journals that are been hanging in the wings for a while. And now that I've got the sewing down, I know that's going to help motivate me to get more done on the journals that I've got waiting. Let's get some of this darker blue. What do you think? Are you singing a little sea chant? What is it called? Sea shanty? What are those songs that they sing? Put it in the comments. I don't know now. Get down here in this corner. Okay. What do you think? It looks good to me. A little bit brighter than the one we just did, but that's all right. That's just fine. Okay. Now I've got plenty of paint left over. Look, here's the paint that I have. So let's work with this. Maybe though, to start out with, I'll just get into the plain gold and get it. I like that idea of the plain gold. Like in the background of the background. There's going to be some blue because it's still on my sponge. But just to get some. I'm not going to do this identical to the other one. That's because why have that many of all looking the same in the same journal? Then it's like you didn't have an original thought. This gold does not go far. And with the paint that's already on there, I wouldn't think it would be just sinking right in. All right, let's see. That looks good. Another one. Just to have some of this gold in the background. It's a nice shimmery gold. It's another Martha Stewart. It was a set of all metallics and pearls, and it had 2 gold tones, a brighter and a little bit lighter, and then it had a bunch of these pearlized. Okay, I'm dumping into the gold that I had mixed in with the blue. Look at that going. Because I just don't need that much more. Pardon me. Frog in my throat. Oh, got some blue. It's fine. Okay. That looks great. All right. Let's, what am I thinking? I'm thinking I'm going to put a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and put some more gold on. Because I think what I'm going to do is then using those colors that I used for the original background here, I'm going to use the seaweed. Okay, that's fine. And maybe just a little up here. If this is jiggling, I'm sorry. This is a very stable table, but everything has its limits, doesn't it? And the camera is not hooked to the table. Otherwise, you'd be rocking and rolling all over the place. Okay. One more scoop. Finish it up. The gold that's on the plate. All right. Okay. I think that's a good start. A really good start. I'm going to grab the seaweed. Let's see here. I'm grabbing them. They're tangled. Here we go. Okay, I got 3 of them. I have a couple of more. And let's see. We'll go this way. And then I'm less likely to drag my arm through it. I'm going to head right into the, I don't know, what would you call this blue? No, what do they call it? They call it light blue. Okay. And I'm not going heavy. If it's kind of modelly, that's fine. Again, I'm thinking background. My fingers are so sticky with paint, which is fine, but when you're trying to hold down stencils and things. Oh, heavens, heavens. All right, that looks fine. It really does. I'm going to put one, just turned it over. Oh, you know what? Yeah, see, that paint's going to go. I'm not going to do that yet. Let it dry just a bit. And let's get this one. There we go. And I'm going into now the more of a turquoisey teal color. Okay. And let's put one of the same right here. And this time I'm going to go into the pearly color. Plus I've got some of the others on there. Good. That looks good. It's subtle, I realize, but that's okay. All right. How about this one? I'm going to get a little bit more of that pearl on my paper plate. And I'm taking the pearl and that turquoisey color. Sticking to my arm. I'm going to need a shower when I'm done with this. It's all right. No one ever died from a shower that I know of. Tends to improve things. Sometimes even just how your mood is. Kind of give you a reboot, a fresh start. Yep, like that. But I think it's time for one that's just a little bit darker. So now I'm going to mix the pearl in with that blue. Let's put some right here. Okay. Look. Isn't it pretty? All right, I don't want to flip it over. You know what? I'll just be smearing the wet paint. Let's use this one again. Got one stuck to my arm again. Be a hilarious behind the scenes picture. Ugh. Okay. And I'm going to put just a little bit right here. Good. Start up. Pretty much just pearl paint now. That looks good. Okay, this one. I've got plenty of paint on this plate. I am not adding any more. Good. Maybe some right up in here. Yep. Now I just want to look at where I might be just no seaweed whatsoever, and just put some here, there, here, there. See, like right here is an awfully big space. Now we've got the hexagons still in there too. Okay. Okay. So that is our second masterboard. I'm grabbing up the first as best I can without getting it all smeared up. So here's our first one. And there's our second one. Thanks for joining me. I am going to be slicing these up and creating ephemera. And if you want to come with me on that, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'm just going to start slicing, dicing, and making some ephemera. In the meantime, please consider hitting the like. If you haven't subscribed yet, today's a great day to do so. I look forward to seeing you all in another video. Bye now.